This game is better than Among Us. Nice. Ooh! Match souls and bodies? Oh, I don't know if I can do this, guys.
Put Hitler in Stalin's soul and put Stalin's soul in Hitler's soul. Yes!
I did it!
Oh, you have to match
Save
them?
the universe!
That's stupid.
And saved the world.
Alright, guys, just remember not to scream so loud. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Welcome everybody back to Coppercast. I'm here with Peter and Parker. Not in the black dimension of the void for once. Finally, we can live our normal lives.
Finally, peace.
Finally, peace.
I can use the bathroom again.
Anyway, so I forgot I grabbed this new poster for my room. Just gotta put it up real quick. All right.
Where did you buy that?
Did you draw it yourself?
Dollar store.
How do you get that at the
How
dollar
did you
store?
how did you get to the dollar store?
I don't know. I just said, hey,
Why is the artifact in bed?
Be honest with us. Did you go and print that out?
yes. I printed that out on the computer
Alright,
very quickly before my mom could find out that it was printing. That is the dumbest joke I've done ever.
Well, yeah,
It's also in bad taste, too.
It's a very low payoff for a very high risk of your family finding out.
It's the first thing they see is looking.
Yeah, if anybody opens this door right now.
Dude, they're gonna open the door and we're gonna think we're like, speaking propaganda. I'm not
Well,
gonna.
we
I'm
are,
not,
aren't we?
I'm not gonna say what I put up
So
on my
long as
wall.
we don't do a wow.jpg episode again where instead of Russians
Instead
we're
of Russians.
Germans.
We're the other one.
But the other ones.
The other?
The other ones, yes.
So we're back to normal life. How's that?
I don't think this is
Mundane.
normal.
I think it's just as worse.
I mean, at least in the void we had stuff.
Just the same or just as worse as real life. So
we
I'm
got-
kind of missing it right now.
We got sodies.
That is true.
That is true.
Okay, I watched a video on YouTube where these two fat chicks were like dying, right? And they had to go to the hospital for like a check. And the guy do you have the video?
No, I want you to tell me where it is so I can put it in my
I found
watch
it
later.
I found it on Discord, but I don't remember what exactly it was, but it's like the doctor was like, "Hey, do you drink water?" And the girl who was asked the question like said no in the most offended way possible. It's like, "No. Like holy crap, can you
Found
had
it.
to be offended when you were asked if you drink water?"
Found it.
And he's like, "No, I don't drink water. I drink sodies."
Found it. It's in my...
How many
it's
sodies
not-
do you
it's in
drink a
there.
day? 8 or 12 a day.
That reminds me of that's just like the weirdest video on my YouTube. It's like one of those like tool restorations, like the 1,000-year-old cleaver or something.
Oh, yes.
But it's one of those, but the guy gives up halfway because he can't finish the restoration.
I'm actually too scared about
So
that.
he like keeps scrubbing, and it's just like a half hour of him scrubbing it. And he just throws it in there and walks away, and it just stares at the muddy, murky water for like 5 minutes before cutting off.
That's kind of how it feels to watch a Nile Red video, but he never finishes the project. He gets halfway done making some like chemical or whatever, then all of a sudden it's like, well, I'm tired of this, and he goes away.
Sometimes we just give up on our passions too early, you know?
Carter, there was an environmental cost to you printing that.
Honestly, was it worth it?
Exactly.
Was that tree dying worth it?
What do you think this stands for?
I could see the
There
pixels.
it stands for peace.
If it's the other way,
Well, now you just gave it away what it is.
What do you mean the other way? It's the same. It's a,
okay.
Yeah, if you invert it, it's
if you invert it,
It's going
invert it.
clockwise. If it goes counterclockwise, that's the good one. I think.
the good one.
You realize why they had to do that, right?
Well, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what it is now.
Speaking of this, I had a dream, alright?
Oh no.
Oh.
I had a dream where I was American, okay? Like
Are
normal.
you sure?
I mean,
We
sorry to
believe
break it to
you.
you, I'm not. Just kidding. So I had a dream where I was an American soldier in World War II, and I was being hunted by Germans, and it was so weird. Like it was like straight like Band of Brothers stuff. Like I had a M1 Garand, I was shooting them like every 5 seconds, and like I saw my friend get killed in front of me, But then Parker looked at me and said, "No,
No.
you were comatose on methamphetamine when we went to Dave and Buster's."
Is this an actual dream? Was that part of the dream? Please?
Yes.
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 Bro.
Hey, Dave and Buster's. I've never been there.
No, that was the joke. Okay, you said I told you that dream on Snapchat, and then you're like, "No, Carter, you were comatose on methamphetamine when you went to Dave and Buster's."
When was that?
Okay.
Was that last night? Because in that case, there's no way in hell I'm going
I
to the
have it.
Last Friday night.
Me and Parker send each other memes. Every
Wow,
single night.
really?
Yeah.
You guys
but
are
it's
so
like,
quirky.
They're not memes. They're us just sending, like, we rarely text each other on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Like, it's just voice sounds. Okay, so here we go.
It's very possible we went to Dave and Buster's we went to Dave and Buster's because the dragons were invading Dave and Buster's. We went for the holiday celebration thing that they were advertising. You decided to overdose on methamphetamine by snorting about 14 ounces all at once. We thought it was a pretty funny thing you were doing there. But when the first dragon came out, you started screeching about how Germany was going to fall and how you were getting gunned down. And then you started crying about some dude named Philip who got his legs blown off. And then you just started running. And then you punched a child, and we had to drag you out because you started convulsing.
There you go. That all
I
happened.
was
I
hoping
don't
Dave and
remember
Buster's
what night
was-
that was.
Said some more.
It was like the last few
Hey,
weeks
Dave
where I
and
was at my
Buster's.
dorm. It was the last
Dave
few
and
weeks I was up
Buster's.
at my dorm for last semester.
Am I just out of the... What is Dave and Buster's even?
you know,
Arcade
you know
bar?
Boondocks?
Really? It's like it's like Boondocks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but with
Really?
less things. to
Oh.
do.
It's just an arcade.
Oh,
It's just an
okay, it's like
arcade, but
Which- okay,
the closest thing you can like
let's-
say to it.
The
is
only
Boondocks.
arcade I go to is Chuck E. Cheese.
Let's talk about arcades, alright? Do you know how much
been
we
in a
wanted
while.
to,
I haven't
like,
been
as
on
a
in
child? It's like, holy crap, there's an arcade! Whoa! Your mom gives you like $20, you go to the coin machine. Gives you like 10 coins.
Yeah.
You go to one game and you blow it all in 10 minutes.
I swear to
See,
God.
I did that exact thing, but I was actually a smart kid and found out the best games to rig, so I was always able to get the top prizes. I still have a 6-foot stuffed dragon in my closet
Oh,
that
yeah,
I
you
got
said
for the
that.
top prize of an arcade.
Which game was that?
It was the stupid. It was like it was one of those claw games, right? But the idiots who programmed it forgot to freaking rig it against the players. So there were just these bunch of giant like beach balls with different ticket numbers on them. And just every day I would go there for like a week and just grab the 10,000 that was sitting somewhere. And then they pile up. I have like a collection in St. George of just like 5 to 10 beach balls with ticket numbers on them.
Nice. Just gonna save that for later real quick.
Yeah, so you can throw it away.
What do you mean?
Oh,
What do you mean throw it away?
oh, fair enough.
What are you talking about?
Have you seen his
no,
room? He
that's
doesn't
fair
throw
enough.
things away.
That's
That's fair enough.
treason.
What your geek? Why did your geeks poster fall out?
I don't know. That just happened one day.
No, okay, all right, cool.
Couldn't handle the pressure of society.
Check out that map. I drew that map right there when I was like 11. I don't know why it's still on my wall.
Why is Australia?
Yo, idiot! Australia doesn't go there.
Why is Italy so big?
Africa looks so squished and distorted.
Italy is massive and the other way.
It is the other way massive and is a gigantic stocking.
Saudi Arabia, look how big that is.
Dude, Florida's growing. Florida's getting stronger.
It's America's big
Florida
dingus.
has almost reached Colombia.
There's just an extra
Like
50
hacking.
miles of desert in Mexico somewhere now because of that.
Mexico's also lost some width along the way.
Oh.
Guatemala has been lost.
Also, where the heck is Antarctica?
We've lost
Down.
Hawaii.
Down?
Hawaii's just gone.
We've lost Hawaii already, boys.
Some flat earther conspiracy man
Philippines
is gonna
has-
Is
come
this
over.
Pangea too?
He's gonna come over and see this and be like, "Oh my gosh, is this the true shape and look of the Earth?" He's gonna take it to go to the museum, and it's got all these stupid like just my lore story written all
Yeah,
over.
the
it.
Earth's not round or flat. It's actually an oval shape.
Yeah. Also, flaming chinchilla army does not exist.
Wait, why is there a Minecraft creeper?
What do you mean?
I'm the one above.
I bought that.
What is that doing?
I bought that at Comic-Con
Had to
because
blow
I
up
was
the
like,
cabin.
I was like, whoa, realistic painting, but it has Minecraft elements. But now that I
fool.
look at it, it doesn't look good at all.
Dude,
Oh,
yeah,
I
I
need-
miss old like Minecraft stuff. Like when I first went to a Comic-Con when Minecraft like blew up in 2012, I was just like everything's Minecraft, and I was all
Comic-Con
for
sucks
it. Then.
now, though.
Oh, it's
Oh yeah, no.
The one
fairness.
here sucks.
almost every big crowded event is god awful. Honestly,
Comic Con around where we live is now just devolved into a bunch of people who draw anime, like cover, like late, like I guess trace.
Oh, yeah, you bought
trace
some,
drawing.
right?
I did. No, I didn't do anything. I didn't buy anything.
Okay,
Anyway,
never mind.
I don't
sorry.
have that stuff in my room still.
It's these traced like drawings of anime characters or just like self-insert drawings. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. There was this one guy who I bought a picture from who didn't even know the character he had drawn.
Oh.
I found that out through playful banter of, hey, I like this character. I said the character's name and he said, who? I was like,
Hey,
well,
I like
great.
this guy. Goku's pretty
You
cool.
turned around and then you looked
Who's
back and it was
Goku?
Christian Winston-Chandler.
No.
And he had a bunch of Sonic toys in the back of his booth.
And then he went,
He started slurping his giant straw. Why is that the funniest thing about him?
it's because it's
Comedy.
not, it's true, not true.
Okay, just to go over this real quick. Chris Chan, he was sent a fan art of him drinking soda, and the straw was so abnormally large. He was so angry about it.
Really?
Yes!
Angry.
I don't know why he was mad. He's like, don't draw me with giant straws in my mouth.
And that just evolved into a bunch of drawings.
That's really the only reason you go to Comic-Con anymore, isn't it? Is to
What, for
meet
Chris
no,
Chan?
no, not just for him, but to like just meet famous people and then spend $200 for a picture.
I went
That's really about it, isn't it?
I went on Thursday,
I met-
so there wasn't any famous people there.
No,
and
not
the,
any
the
famous
most
people?
the most famous person who was supposed to show up was one of the kids from Stranger Things, and I was no,
Oh.
the one with no collarbones.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, him. Anyway, so there was that. The biggest thing that was there besides a toys booth, I guess, was a Pepto-Bismol like big old plush like bouncy house. I'm not sure why that was there, and then a
Sponsor.
gigantic semi truck. A
Honestly,
semi truck
probably.
for PlayStation.
Hey, it's a bunch of sweaty nerds eating pizza. Of course, they're probably
No,
gonna
don't
need.
They
diss
weren't
the
serving
sweaty
pizza.
nerds, bro.
They weren't serving pizza that day. They were serving like churros, and that was
They
it.
were serving Pepto-Bismol.
They were.
It was just a
Pepto-Bismol.
massive
Oh,
product
there was also a
placement.
Slim Jim's basketball hoop that you couldn't use.
Slap it to a Slim Jim, yeah.
You bit into the churro and you notice there's a pink slime coming out of it.
Oh, cool! They had me covered.
It's either just a giant Pepto-Bismol or a Slim Jim. There are no churros.
It's like Soylent Green, but instead
Slim
of
Jim with cinnamon all covered in it.
it's like Soylent Green, but no wait. Do you remember that SpongeBob episode where they made like Krabby Patties out of like trash?
Yes.
Yeah.
Imagine that, but it's like food is made out of Pepto Bismol.
It reminds me of that
He
one
started
episode.
ripping open
yeah,
the food, and it's like, oh my gosh!
That reminds me of like that one episode where
Pepto.
SpongeBob made everything into a burger, pretty much.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of famous people, I got that sticker from the name on the
Studio C?
sticker, which is dead now.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's
then
a-
also below that is which is covered by my dresser is
Oh, my foot. Ow.
Matt some guy, I don't remember his name,
There's a lot
because
of
I was a
nerds.
Doctor Who fan at that point. Now I'm not.
Dude, yeah,
I
that
just
was the
stopped-
last.
I just stopped watching it.
I have no idea what doctor they're on anymore or what's going on.
Doctor
The
73.
the other thing completely shut down or is like out of business or.
People just didn't like it anymore.
Yeah, it
I
got,
mean, I'm in the opinion they were never really funny to begin with. So.
It's because they were all. It was okay. Well, I'm just gonna blatantly say this. It was supposed to. I think it was supposed to be like a Saturday Night Live for Mormons because
Yeah, that's what I've heard it was.
they are all. I mean, I think some of them left to do their own thing, but Mormon dry comedy. Bad.
Honestly, I
It's
mean, like,
very
yeah,
dry.
being there won't get you very far. Like, you can't really use that as a resume for
And
much.
then there's me as a religious little kid laughing and crying at it because
pissing.
because I didn't know that there was any more comedy besides that.
And I was a weird kid. Growing up in Utah, not religious, A lot of people will feel like alienated for that, but I use that as like bragging rights as a kid.
Honestly,
I was like, you all idiots have to go to church on Sunday. I get to stay home.
I get to stay home and eat
Oh.
Pop-Tarts. You little suckers.
I wasn't able to have Pop-Tarts still.
No, you'll get Pop-Tarts later on in your story.
well, now they know which state we live in. Here we go. They're gonna kill us.
Carter, I think we've mentioned what state we live in like a few times in a row now.
Change
And
that.
as if they want to come here willingly. Come on.
Hey guys, come join the podcast.
Come join the podcast. We need more people.
Hey, people who I didn't name drop in the previous episode I was on, who probably already were on an episode, come to here.
I
I'm
literally
sitting right here.
like edited out all of the names that I didn't recognize out of that. That's
I
why there
never-
are sequences in that which just cut for no reason.
I never said a single name though.
Josue went off for like 12 minutes off of his work, and he said like 3 people that I had to get rid of.
Exposed.
Oh,
Exposed.
I have yet to watch through the rest of that. I went through and time-stamped the Gilbert Gottfried part,
Yep.
and that was the first thing I did. No, don't play it.
No, I'm
Yeah, just play the entire podcast
I'm
episode
running out
real
of-
quick
I'm
for this
running out of
podcast to
topics.
keep up.
Okay,
I have topics and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Wow.
you get topics.
It's only you. I see how it is.
I don't think you know this, but you know this. Abby Archer.
You're right. I don't know this.
She's a character in a really old cartoon that I watched as a kid called Grossology, and I made an entire YouTube video on it. Oh, there
It was
goes
a
the
very-
air conditioning.
It was a very well-made YouTube video, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. But the contents within sparked
Bad.
evolution.
They sparked evolution into my art. I don't know why it keeps happening, but
When was the last time you drew?
it was a long time ago.
Okay, good.
So I'm done. But I drew like 3 pictures of her for some reason because I just like her character design. Like, I'm not attracted to her or anything like that. I just like her character design. I don't know what it is.
We all believe you.
We all believe you down here.
You
Yeah,
even
then-
like, I was drawing it and you were watching me stream on Discord and you're like giving me advice as I'm drawing it.
Oh, somebody else likes her too,
I was
huh?
just saying, like,
Ooh.
okay.
So he was also playing House Flipper at that
I was
point.
playing House Flipper, and I was looking over the stream occasionally going, okay, make that line a little bit thicker, because it needs to be thicker, or else
Oh,
you're
it
gonna
needs to be thick. I
lose
see.
contour.
And
Like,
I
remove
I
that
exported the
shading.
image and I gave it to him and he put it in House Flipper as a painting on one of
It's not on my
somebody's
computer
walls.
anymore.
He also
It
made
costs $2,000.
he also made funny GIFs or videos using like a 3D software on his computer.
No, you still? No, of course we still
I
have
have
those. I
them.
have to go look for those because they're not on my computer anymore.
And for some reason, as a joke, and I still haven't gotten rid of these, I have an entire folder on my computer named Abby, with just 50 pictures of her.
No, it's okay. I didn't have a crush on her or anything. I just really like to draw her.
Here's the thing, okay? She's the epitome of like what a deviant artist would like in a character.
Alright, I don't even know who this character is, so I have
So-
to look him up.
Alright, so
no,
there's
wait.
literally a video called
What are they
Abby
called?
Archer Fart and Burp Compilation, and it's
No,
15 minutes
stop.
long. It's 15 minutes long!
Well, that's
Okay,
some
coming
good
from a
time.
show called Grossology, it's gonna be disgusting.
All these pictures are low res. Anyway, there's the
It's because it's from 2006.
2006 cartoon art. Her hair is incredibly long for absolutely
Holy
no
crap,
reason.
yeah, that's like going down all the way.
I have to take creative liberties and make her hair shorter every
Alright,
time.
Abby Archer deviant art.
No, what are you doing?
There's surprisingly not that much of her on DeviantArt because of, regarding which character. That's not that bad. Just made her a little fatter. It's fine.
The hair stayed exactly the same.
Okay, can we?
Continue. I'm having a field day over here.
He's just gonna be on DeviantArt for the rest of this.
Okay, I'm done.
Papa's Pizzeria.
I'm done.
Pizzeria.
Alright, I'm done with
those
Abby
games
Tangent.
were legendary. The pizzeria.
I sadly never got to
What
play
are they like?
them.
The Papa Pizzeria? What were they
Yeah,
called?
Papa's Pizzeria.
We're done with
Yeah,
Abby
like
Tangent. sorry.
Burgeria was my favorite.
I like the Sushiria, but only because the speedrunners have a hard time with it.
You feel superior when you can do it faster
Have
than
you
me.
ever gone- have you ever
played
gone-
it.
I've probably played them all and completed them all when I
You
was
know what I
younger
really
in
like to do?
classes.
I played Papa's Pizzeria, the first one, and never even.
You know what I
played a
really like to
single
do
other
in the
one after
Papa's
that.
games? I go to Papa's like wingeria and I'd burn the
Okay,
wings.
Wingeria was
Every
one as
single
well.
one, and I'd make like 2,000 wings for one guy,
I-
and they're all burnt, and I'd give him just a little bit of ranch.
I was that one kid, I guess. Even the Papa's Pizzeria customers, I didn't want them to feel bad, so I would always try my best, no matter what.
That was me
Like,
when
even
I
if I
first
goofed
started.
off, I would still like make sure everything was cooked perfectly and placed perfectly.
That was me when I first started. I was a little kid and I didn't understand the concept of like a game because I was that dumb. And I thought it was like actually working. So I was like, holy crap, I gotta do everything perfectly. And there's like 5 people come in and here comes the health inspector. Or what's his face? The critic. Uh-oh, here comes the critic and he's got a mad face and he's usually fat for some reason.
They always are. What the heck, Papa Pizzeria? Skinny people like food too.
Yeah. Except for they can't criticize it.
Whenever that
Apparently.
happens, whenever the critic happens,
Ego from Ratatouille.
Yeah.
He's not a real critic.
He died.
He's dead. Oh, they found out he was reviewing food and just took him out.
It's the #1 most dangerous job in the world. Number 2 is journalism.
Bro, honestly, being a critic, it might be a little stressful sometimes. Like, if you give the wrong person a negative review, they're gonna be coming for you.
alright,
Yeah.
dude, I watched an entire video that was like, actually no, it was just an entire
I also
episode.
watched an entire video.
I watched an entire episode of Kitchen Nightmares, and
Why would you do
Oh,
that?
no, Kitchen Nightmares is the best.
it's great.
Oh, I love
The,
that.
the American edited ones are a little
Oh.
bit weird with their sound design because they keep using this
Dun,
stupid sound effects every single
dun,
10
yeah.
seconds.
Oh, my favorite is the one where he finds a dead rat or mouse, like, right at the entrance. And he's telling everyone, look what the F I just found. And they're like, the exterminator
Look at
just...
it!
Yeah, pretty much. And then, like, they start accusing
Look
him
at
of
it!
planting the dead mouse at the door. They're like, yeah, we know about the planted mouse you put. And he's like, what the fuck are you on about? Oh, that's great. That's great. How
That
bad.
was-
There are so many
some
weirdos
restaurant-
in
yeah.
there.
The lobsters are dead is my second favorite episode.
Oh, yeah, just dead lobsters.
Dead.
Dead lobster bisque.
Dead.
There's
dead.
there's one where every single character or person, they're pretty much a character
Yeah.
at that point in that show. Every single person in an episode
NPC.
is Italian. They're like Italians from Oblivion. Like that's how terrifyingly like NPC like that they are. Like they're so Italian to the point where I was convinced that my screen was gonna start speaking marinara at me after 10 minutes.
I love the episodes where Gordon gets so upset but he's so confused at the same time. Like, he's trying to scream at them, but he just doesn't know what's going on or understand why they're doing the things. So he just, what? I don't understand.
Have you seen what the guy, another guy besides the people that like work on Kitchen Nightmares runs the Kitchen Nightmares channel? I mean, obviously, but like, since he's like a PR guy, he's got like the dumbest titles for the videos. Like for example, there's one where it's like top 10 times when the food is straight up bussin'.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
goes
but
really
it's
hard
the
on
same
that.
with the some with the MasterChef. There's like a MasterChef channel. There's like compilations and stuff, but like they like have like 10-minute like segments of like, you know, like chef cooking and stuff.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, you won't believe what this chef does, and then he does it like for the first 2 minutes, and then there's another 8 minutes of random just completely unrelated to the title.
So wait, food comes from animals, right?
I'm not looking at this anymore.
Food comes from animals.
Yeah.
Yeah? Unless it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it doesn't. Yeah.
Plants are animals too.
Peter did a tier. No, who did a tier list?
It was, well, we all added it, but it was Bear, our friendly neighborhood bear, who started it all.
Well,
Devolved.
well,
It
It
went
really devolved so
quickly
fast.
from animals we could take in a fight to Carter
Would Carter lose or would Carter die?
All right,
Carter
can we
lost,
just-
Carter
all right.
would lose.
I said after we're
Airbnb, blank square.
Oh, I need to send you the image so you could place it so you could put it somewhere.
We're
in this,
going to
but
debate right
It
now.
is the best.
All right,
to
if
us.
you look at the... Okay, there's 2 sections which says Carter would lose, and then there's one that says Carter...
lost.
lost.
Carter lost.
Yeah, there's 2 of them where I just die. Because it's like, which animal would you
Carter
beat in a fight?
loses to a lot of small animals.
Yeah, alright. I said after we were done with this tier list, I've said, alright, we're debating on the podcast why I would not lose against a fucking beaver.
And I said it would just be us two making fun of you because you 100% would lose to a
You
beaver.
would lose to a beaver. It would use architecture
Right,
against
the
you.
beaver would build a dam, and then it would be high up on the wall throwing wooden spears at you, and you wouldn't be able to do anything.
I dodge it. There you go. I win.
All right, but
How
he just,
would you win? The
yeah.
beaver still lives.
the spears would still be there, and soon you'd run out of place to dodge.
I catch the spear in midair and throw it back at him.
He's got a dam. You can't throw it back. You can't. You don't have the might to throw it up
Beaver-
that far wall.
Beavers do not stand upright like a human does. They
doesn't
cannot
need to.
throw things.
It has a mouth.
Just throw things in their mouth.
Yeah, it could like
spin around.
chuck it. Yeah, like it could like launch it in the air with its like hind legs and then use its tail to whack
Spin
it down.
around like Crash Bandicoot. Woo!
Exactly. No way you would
That's the
win.
worst big Bandicoot.
I still think you'll definitely lose against the dwarf hamster.
I will stomp his little ribcage.
No, see, you get super cocky and you'll either try and stomp it and slip and crack your head, or you'll try and swallow a hole and choke on it. Either way, it comes out superior.
I'd
I
stomp
think
on
I-
his ribcage just to the point where it's just about to freaking collapse his lungs. And as the mouse going, please don't kill me.
No,
I
you-
just say, your time is over. And then I smash him to death.
I like how you have this whole little fantasy of what
Yeah.
would go on when you
Yeah.
fight it.
Alright.
But you would definitely just slip and hit your head and die.
Alright, in this case, Carter, in your little fantasy world, it's me and the dwarf hamster against you. Who wins?
Like, is it
You?
you as your persona of a rat, or
No, me.
just you there with like a
Me.
knife?
Okay, if you were...
I'm there. I have a plan.
He's got a bullet.
And a dwarf hamster.
It's your weapon of choice.
Is it on your shoulder like a little parrot?
No, it's on my hand.
No,
Oh.
he uses it like a mace.
Put it in the sock.
He put it in a sock like Filthy Frank and starts throwing it at me.
Either way, I still think you
And
lose.
he hits my skull and it instantly cracks and breaks and I die.
One hit.
Here,
Just
buddy.
gone.
Oh, yes.
I mean, to be fair, okay, to give credit on that tier list, not everything was in the Carter would lose or Carter lost. There was a blank space that just had a few animals
Okay.
in it, and there was Airbnb, which we would all lose significantly to it.
Why Airbnb?
Because
I
why
don't know.
not?
Why not?
Okay.
He decided to randomly change it to Airbnb, and we all thought it was really funny.
It was really funny.
It
Okay
is.
then. 5 million mice inside of an Airbnb versus you.
5 million mice versus the sun? I don't know, man.
What are you talking about? versus the sun.
Yeah, versus the sun. If they attack at night, I still think anything can have a fair shot of fighting.
Oh, you're a freaking idiot.
5 million mice versus the sun. The sequel to 5 billion lions versus the sun.
The rematch of a century.
Go watch Circle Sandwich. We're stealing jokes again, like always.
They stole a joke from somebody else. What do you mean?
Yeah, there's no such thing as originality on the internet, alright?
Oh, yeah.
No, there was like seriously it devolved from I think it was like every Pokemon versus every
Like a
Li-
trillion lions
trillion
versus
lions.
like every Pokemon or something
and then
like
someone
that.
said
Okay,
a billion,
let's mix it up a
billion
bit.
lions versus the sun at one
Yeah.
point.
Let's mix it up a bit. Every single Pokemon versus every single animal.
All right, every single Pokemon.
Which
are
one
we,
would-
all they have-
are we
all they
counting
have to do is
extinct
move
animals?
south.
No, we're the ones that live today.
Well, then extinct Pokemon don't get a count, right?
Yes. I guess. I don't know.
We
You're
have
changing
to
the rules on me,
No,
aren't
no,
you?
we have to define the rules here. 100% the animals win, though. They have bears.
Did the Pokemons get Gigantamax? Do they?
No, that's an unfair fight.
No, it's not.
What do you mean?
My level 64 Wooloo has something to say to you.
I don't play Pokemon.
You know, I still feel like the animals... I feel like this fight isn't really fair, because if you put every Pokemon in the same group, they're just going to start beating the shit out of each other before they fight the other
Oh, yeah,
That's
those
true.
are
opponents.
You have to let them out in waves.
Like Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina, they're just going to start fighting. They're just going to start attacking each other.
Just throw a single Mewtwo out there and see how things go.
Okay, let's give a hypothetical scenario, all right? you are trying to invade SeaWorld. Because for some reason the whales have gold, alright? How do you do it?
Do I have my Pokemon with me?
No, this is
have-
just you.
Do I have an 11-foot ladder?
Do I have a
Fine,
dwarf mouse?
sure. You can
Alright,
bring one item.
I bring my 11-foot ladder and use it repetitively to get over the walls.
What do you mean?
I climb up the ladder, and then I flip the ladder over to climb up it again. While like it's still falling, but I do it faster than it falls, so
Okay,
I
fine.
slowly
I
gain
use it as a
height.
battering ram
Fine.
against the glass.
Alright,
Working.
It's both of you now. You're both in the pool.
I use it to put. Wait, what are we kidnapping again?
We
You're,
are
kid-
trying to-
you're trying to get the whale's gold.
I
because the gold
put the whale on the ladder and use it to carry him out.
You're okay. Fine. Fine.
I heard I'd take his place.
we need the fall guy.
All right. Fine. You're inside of the whale's pool after you've countlessly freaking just thrown them out of the pool with your ladder, and they go into the sky and scream as you're throwing them like you're flipping patties. Literal Navy SEALs come out, like literal, like they're SEALs from the Navy, and they come and attack you. What do you do?
I use my ladder as a spear.
Oh my gosh.
I extend my ladder to its full 11 feet.
And he just bonks them from afar so they can't hit him.
It was 5.5 feet before this. Now it's 11 feet. I'm going to bonk them from afar. Ranged weapon.
I don't know why this came into my head. Just there's gold in SeaWorld.
Yeah, what are we gonna do with the gold?
I
if we get it?
befriend the whale because I'm freeing him and use the whale to attack
Okay,
the Navy
you
SEALs.
look at the gold. It turns out to be ambergrease. The whales have been shitting all over the pool, and it just piled up in the bottom because the keeper
I use
hasn't
it to
cleaned.
create perfume so I could start my company Omega Perfume.
I
Is
grab my
ambergrease
1
golden
ounce
colored? I
sack.
don't know.
Where did this come from?
I had it on me the entire time. It was,
Was,
not.
was it
it's-
carrying the 11-foot ladder?
No, I was carrying the ladder. The sack was just in my back pocket the entire time.
What's in the sack?
Nothing yet.
Yeah, okay. I put the whale in the sack and run away with it.
Interesting.
He's such a small sack.
I keep the whale in the aquarium at my house, the fish tank.
It looks
I
at
feed
you.
him the fish bites.
It looks at you as you're feeding, and it's crying.
Why do we have an edited
tell it to suck it up.
going on right now?
Anyway, sea, ocean, pirates, Pirates of the Caribbean. I went to Disneyland once. when I
That was a
child.
good transition. Way to go.
Yeah.
Yay,
And-
segue.
I went to Disney. Wait. Disneyland's the one in California, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Ah, then I went to Disneyland. Yeah.
Yes.
And so
It
you
was
know,
way
so
overwhelming. Underwhelming, sorry.
Yeah, not great.
there's the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland.
That was a fun ride, actually.
It has a drop before you go into the actual thing.
Yeah.
But before that, there's like a restaurant that goes into the ride,
Yeah, that's like.
which is the dumbest idea, I think.
It's stupid, but man, is it cool.
Because of this reason. Because of reasons like me
Did you
that
get
happened.
Did you get pelted or did you pelt?
No. I did not want to be on this
We
ride.
got sick, so we threw
And I
up
was
into
like-
people.
And I was like 8 years old, okay?
Ah.
And I was terrified of the drop. And it's dark, and it's like foggy down there, and it's just absolutely terrifying for an 8-year-old. So I'm fucking screaming, and all these people
just trying to enjoy their
trying
meal.
to enjoy their meal are looking at this stupid child convulsing inside of the little boat on this little tracks under the water. Is freaking just screaming and convulsing and making waves all over the place. And they're just silently looking at me, judging me. And then as I go down, I just... And I bet they just heard it slowly fade away. He's dead.
That was
It's
one of
not
the
even the
enjoyable
biggest
rides.
drop. The Pirates of the Caribbean drop is so
It
minuscule.
feels bigger though because it's
Well,
dark.
yeah, when you're a kid and everything, like no matter what the drop is, you're sitting there
Everything's
thinking,
bigger.
I'm going to die.
For some
That's
reason,
true.
I thought Splash Mountain was fun, and that's like 50 feet tall.
And it's a steeper slope too.
Yeah, and I don't know why you scream at that one. I mean, fun scream, but like not, cry scream like I did.
Splash Mountain's the ride where everyone takes those funny pictures.
Yeah.
Honestly, Splash Mountain, not the best. It's
Smash
a
Mountain.
Splash Mountain. Sorry, I'm
Sorry.
I'm dyslexic, but with the mouth. Anyway, that ride, it's a fun ride, but it has the longest line in Disneyland.
It
like,
does.
holy crap, it is not worth the wait for that one.
One time, I went on there. My family went on there a while ago, where there was no line at all, and it was raining because nobody wants to get wet
Nobody wants to
again.
get wet and wet.
Yeah, so we had our ponchos on and everything, and we were just like, since there's nobody in the line, and we were still in the log ride. They literally just like sent it again. We didn't have to go through the line.
Okay, that's the best when you just get to stay in the seat and they just send it again. Yeah, that's the problem with like
The
Disneyland,
ending
like
of that ride, though.
the Disneyland, Six Flags, or like Lagoon.
The-
Those
yeah.
places, I go there once and I feel like I've had my fill. Like I only need to
That's
ride
it.
the ride once. I don't need to do these things again because to
And
me,
it's really
I know the
expensive.
prediction. Yeah, it's really pricey and the thrill is just gone. I like going to Lagoon just for those rigged arcade games, those rigged carnival games they have around, just because I could try and win, but I know I won't. I like
Here's $1.
yeah,
That's
pretty
where that-
much. But like those places, man. Like if I had the opportunity to go to Disneyland again, I probably wouldn't take it because it's to me was incredibly underwhelming.
That's
No,
where
I don't
that
know, maybe I'm just a
guy-
boring internet dweller.
I'm a boring internet dweller, but I can also agree with you. I've been there twice. I really don't feel like I need to go again until I'm much older. It'll be crazy expensive, but at
Yeah, I
least by that
guess-
point, it'll be like, oh, hey, these are memories at least.
Any of those places, I guess, would be okay to go with friends, just because you'd be laughing about other stupid stuff, or like waiting in lines and stuff. But like just going there for the rides, I don't see myself doing that again.
Yep.
So, do you know who invented the video game industry?
There's
I
several
don't remember
people
his
who-
name, but
oh,
there's, like,
he
multiple.
worked
there's
at
there's,
Lagoon.
There's Nolan Bushnell.
Yeah, and some other guy who
Wait,
invented
no.
Atari.
There's Jeff
Was it
Bezos.
Nolan?
Yeah,
or
Jeff
what? One sec,
Goldblum.
I gotta fact check myself.
Jeff Goldblum, Danny DeVito,
Ross Geller.
Paul Rudd. Just naming celebrities.
Whoa, fly. We're gonna fly.
Yes,
by.
Nolan Bushnell.
Nolan Bushnell, he worked at Lagoon, and he was one of the guys who had the arcade machines, right? And he like worked on them,
Yep.
I wanna know.
and we
who's
learned
the-
that.
I want to know who's the voice of that guy who's like, have fun here at Lagoon. I want to meet that guy. He's my hero.
Yeah, I want to know who that is.
Remember to keep your hands and legs
I don't
inside
think it's
the
the
vehicle
owner.
at all time.
Do whenever they like make a new ride, do they have to like recommission him? Hey, can you do it again?
Hey, can you do a specific, unique line for this
Boy,
one
it's
ride?
pissing me off.
There's that guy, and then at my work, there's a guy on the radio. It's a default voice. I want to meet that guy.
Hello and welcome to Walmart.
Welcome.
Thank you for doing safety procedures. Remember, if you're not fully vaccinated, to wear a mask, you idiot.
That and
Next
then
week, I'm gonna be hearing that a lot
beep,
more.
Help needed at sporting.
Help needed at Fish Tank.
Anyway,
Fish friend found.
Yeah, that guy.
anyway,
He's also a hero.
we learned that in a class, which is not normal for most high schools. We were given an opportunity to work on a video game.
That seems normal nowadays.
Oh yeah, but
Well, nowadays,
Yeah.
but like,
we're still in the beta stages of it. I mean, the program we used kind of was.
yeah,
It was
but
all the school can afford with their greedy budget.
it was actually
Our teacher literally had to like fight for us to be able to use Adobe products in court. So it's not like the
Dang.
school was actually going to spend money on products for us.
Yep, that, and then he also argued with the school over getting a different version of the same program so that we could actually use MIDI files.
Dude, he was the best teacher ever.
Yeah.
He was such a supportive teacher for the students who wanted to be there. Like, holy crap, dude. I took classes I didn't even care about just so I could be in his class.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
I should have taken a video.
Didn't say
video
his
with him.
name, but don't say his name. I don't know why.
His name is Alan. Alan Beck.
It's actually not.
Uh,
Due to contrary belief.
So there was a point where we were given an opportunity to make a video game, and we decided to make it literally one of the worst video games ever made.
Yeah.
Grable's Tableson.
And the Crusade for the 5 Wondrous Knives.
I would
I
still
wasn't
like.
doing self promotion. I was just segueing into
know.
a fun
No,
topic.
so-
I would still like to make
self-promotion
our.
is-
I would like to go back to working on that and make it miserable times 2.
I'm gonna put a link here. Go check it on Game Jolt. We have a trailer that I edited
You will not beat
twice.
it. They will not beat it.
What?
It says who? We were able to beat it with only like knowing how the game works.
I haven't beat it yet.
Yeah, there's still a single dev who hasn't beat it.
Yeah, I think 2 out of the 5 developers of the game have beat it.
Alright, can I question you why you beat it every single night?
To get the feel.
Why?
Just to make sure I can do it still. I didn't do it for a good 5 months.
He's obsessed with speedrunning and stuff, so...
Speedrunning is cool, though, dude.
Yeah,
it's such an interesting thing to see how broken a game could be to just try and speed.
That's what all the old games are speedrun.
Yeah, like, old games I'm okay with, like, but, like, you know, Mario, you can only break it so much, like, original Mario Bros.
Yeah.
I love seeing newer games being broken and just, like, destroyed because of a single line of programming that was missed or something.
Alright, speedrunners,
I hold keep going.
go ahead. Find some of the game-breaking glitches in Grable's Tableton, because there probably is some that we haven't seen.
Believe me, there's not.
Are you sure?
100%
I have beefed around all of the parts of the game.
There might be something, but like
I got a momentum thing going at one point, but all it did was lead to my death faster.
Jeez.
Yeah. We also made sure that a few of the glitches in the game that we could have fixed, we decided to keep them in there and make you have to use them.
Alright, so this is a concept. Okay, so in the program, for some reason you can't like program specific hitboxes. I'm sure you can, but
you can, yeah.
But like what we did is the hitbox is like on pixel point. So like our character Grable has, oh my gosh,
he has a chin.
Grable's design.
Grable has a chin. I made Grable with the idea of thinking about I
animated his walk.
It's like
Steven Universe's head.
Yeah,
cool.
it's like newer cartoons but with just bigger chin.
It looks like Staven Onivers from Pello. From Senior Pello. But he's like, he has no nose and he has a
top hat. He loves kids.
He loves kids. Where did
that
come from?
That's a shirt, remember?
It says I love Toronto.
We had to change that because of our teacher.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The original was I love kids.
I didn't know that.
It
what?
was, yeah,
right.
that was all like we even made like the sprites with I Heart Kids, and like we had like our picture we had to send to him, and he looked at us really confused on our first draft, and like looked at us and was like, eh. So we changed it to Toronto instead of
He
kids.
plays a pedophile in this game.
Not a pedophile.
He just likes kids.
He just loves kids, dude. All right.
When you say that like that, it doesn't sound great.
It's Grable though. He can't be a pedophile.
So,
he's busy trying to collect the knives for grandma.
We also animated him where he doesn't walk normally. He hops for a second and his foot
he twists
spins.
his foot, and he doesn't have a jump cycle. I was gonna do jump cycles.
It's just him walking.
I did like jump cycle sprites where like I had his knees bend, but it was so much more hilarious to just see him levitate in the air with a single spring sound effect.
So the sound effect.
Boing.
If you move while you're jumping and you hear the boing, you can see his foot still swiveling in midair.
Yeah, it's great. We could have spent like not even like a few extra hours to just fix that stuff and make it look more professional. But it was so funny to keep it that way.
The reason why it's like a borderline Flash game is because of the program, and also because of the time that we were given for it.
Flash, it's worse than a Flash game, man. You gotta give some Flash games credit.
Okay, I mean like those like first time Newgrounds
right.
Flash game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. For the time we were given, I think we thought we did a good job.
We did a great job.
You know, ours was the only game that had a beginning and an end. Not only that, our game also had cutscenes.
Okay.
Yep.
No other group had cutscenes. Sure, other people's games were beatable by the teacher, but that doesn't matter.
We literally had to program a skip level button for the teacher so he could beat it.
So he could grade us properly.
Yep, and there's that, and there's also
he had to believe that we had a full built level.
We did have some.
But we
good
did.
Stuff, though.
We did.
It's a miserable game that you should all check out, please. It's actually kind of fun.
Yep.
There's no checkpoints, there's no saves, and you literally have to beat it all in one go.
All in one go.
No deaths.
The checkpoint is that you get to the new level. That's it.
Yep. Story about the cutscenes for the ending. Spoilers for Grable's Tables.
No, don't talk about it. Just talk about it vaguely. They have to beat it to get there.
So anyway, we were going to add audio for it.
That stupid thing.
The program wouldn't let it.
The program wouldn't let us have that audio line, which was apparently too big for the files. But it was literally like
2 seconds. It was like 3 seconds.
it was
long.
like 3 seconds, but it was also one of our lowest kilobyte files
think-
compared to
yeah.
other audio files we're able to put
I
in.
edited like so much reverb onto that, so that it sounds so like scary and
You
ethereal.
know, I'm
but
sitting here thinking we could have probably made it just a MIDI file and make it. It would still sound creepy, but it would work.
Yep.
auditory hallucination. Oh gosh, okay. My favorite part about the last level is whenever you jump down to grab like the first like item that you need, a little JPEG of Luigi freaking flashes across the screen, and if it hits you, you explode.
Yeah,
You also can do something if you look at the flavor text.
Yeah, we were gonna like make a full version of the game and like put it on Steam or Game Jolt for like a few bucks. There are a few items we're gonna have to redo sprites of because
1
we don't
cent.
own them.
Yeah.
There are so many unused sprites that I made.
There are quite a few unused
There's
sprites.
one where it's literally a grave walking, and it says RAPU on it.
Okay, my favorite
And-
sprite though is the one I created. I don't know, probably bias, right? But I love Flower with a Gun.
Flower with a gun is amazing.
It's our common thing where every single level just has a flower with a gun at specific places you
Sometimes
stab.
it doesn't even shoot
shoots.
bullets at you. It literally-
Sometimes it won't even shoot things. Sometimes it doesn't make sense what
Just a
comes at you.
JPEG of a circle that says bullet on it.
Yeah, but there's always a flower with a gun waiting to kill you.
Okay, let's talk about the most infuriating level, in my opinion.
Level 2?
Level 2.
Level
When we were playtesting it,
Oh.
we were playtesting it to make sure, it worked. And it was working.
It works.
You could obviously tell it was working because I was going insane.
Oh, fun fact about that level, we had 2 other developers who aren't here anymore. We've kind of lost touch.
I
a
don't
little
even
bit
know where
with
they
them.
went.
They're
Yeah. Apparently
They're
they're
gone.
dead. They died trying to beat the game. But one of the people came up to me because he was responsible for the second level, and he was just sitting there giggling because he couldn't even beat the level. So me and him just spent like not even joking like 3 lunches in a row trying to see if we could beat it, and it turned out to actually be unbeatable. So we had to like edit half the level.
The problem with the platforms in the game is, you don't know what to expect. So you could be walking on a platform, and the platform just turns like you just clip through it for no reason.
No, there's a reason. It's
Yeah, there's a reason. That one's
one died. That one kills you.
spooky.
And then there's one where I think was there a platform that just kills you for no reason?
yeah.
Or
There's
did
a platform. No, there's the platform that summons spikes. There's a platform that shoots the flower with a gun. There are platforms that you'll just clip through. There are platforms that'll turn invisible.
Oh
when you
yeah.
go on
Anyway,
them.
back to we didn't get onto the chin mechanics. Sorry, I skipped through a whole bunch of that.
Oh,
So
it's alright.
the sprite, he has a massive chin, and since the stupid thing wouldn't do the hitboxes correctly, we noticed that his chin has a little protrusion out from the rest of his body, so you can actually use it as like a grappling hook to the next platform. So we were like, oh, we didn't intend this happening. Let's use it.
Yeah, we were gonna patch it by like adding a few pixels below the chin to make it so it would just automatically like launch him up a bit.
Yeah.
But it looked a little weird. So instead, we decided to use the mechanic where you actually have to wait on a few platforms with the chin.
And there's like a few jumps where you have to use it, and it's not even said that you
Yeah,
have to
it's-
figure it out yourself.
I personally think my favorite is level 3, the caves. The other developer
Walk of
made that
Shame.
one. He actually did really well at that level.
did.
It was a really good platformer level where it was 2 segments, and if you die in the second segment, you have to go all the way back to the first one. There were just bats everywhere, and your character would just randomly turn giant after a jump, making it near impossible to dodge the bats.
Let's send this video game to Angry Video Game Nerd so I
I-
can review it.
I've found out that big Grable
Big
transition jump, it's much harder if you're not big.
Yeah.
So, and then
Yeah,
if you
so
try to
it-
dodge wrong, you'll just become big anyway.
So you have to become big to make it easier,
There's a
but at the same
platform that
time
you
you're
touch.
giant, so the bats are more likely
There's
to
a
hit
platform
you.
that you touch as you're like landing to touch another platform, which you clip through, and it makes you turn big. And he's different from Grable. He's just Big Grable, and you have to jump as Big Grable because there's bats flying at you, and you jump over the bats. But he's only big for like 2 seconds, and you jump to the other platform, and it makes you non-big.
I did like that level though. I thought it was really creative. There was like a whole key segment where you had to follow a key flying away from you.
Yep.
You can instantly grab it if you're
No, you can
No.
instantly get the knife. The key
The
is in
knife.
the walk of shame.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Brable.
my favorite coding aspect of that game was having to code in the part where you could access it through Google Chrome, just so the teacher could put it on a big old Chrome
God,
drive.
that was
Yeah.
so tedious.
And then
He never put it
did
on Google ever.
He
yeah,
never-
like
he
we were
never
supposed
put
to
it
have a
in.
day where we were able to play test everybody's games, but surprise, surprise, it takes time to make
Those
games.
people on the
so-
front row, I was super excited to see what they were doing because they had like a whole like story for it.
They didn't get very far.
They didn't?
I talked to them. They didn't say it. I hope they continued it because it looked promising.
Yeah.
A lot of the games people tried to make were like really, really overly ambitious, and
Yeah.
then they all had compounding. Like, our ideas were just chaotic. We were like, okay, what's this idea? Is it funny? Yes, let's do it.
Yeah,
that was
They
really
were all
our
like,
thing.
"But
Was
I want to use my idea.
Is
but
it-
Then they had to compromise, and there's a lot of compromised time losses for those people.
we took like I guess technically the easy road. We just did a lot of like funny memes. We made like just kind of like somewhat generic backgrounds, like not like
There's literally
Well,
one where it's like a
art pieces.
Minecraft fan art
yeah.
in the background.
But like all of that stuff is there. But like at the same time, we didn't have to worry about like more character models because most of them were just still images that we thought were really funny. We didn't have to worry about difficulty because we wanted our game to be as impossible anyway.
Yeah.
Dang.
Great game.
Dang.
I think the most work we ever did on it was the music. That was
Oh, the music. The
The
music,
music.
is a good part of that.
Steel drums.
That's one of my favorites. Is there's only like 2 non-MIDI music themes in the game.
There's only
And
one
there's-
that sounds good, and it was the one that I made.
Yeah, there's like there's the intro one that's like jamming out, and then immediately after it just goes to a stupid MIDI file I
Yeah.
made, just and we have great ones. I think I know 3 of the names. There's FU, which is World 1.
Hold on.
There's Oops All Steel Drums, and then Steel Drums 2 Electric Boogaloo. Those are 3 of our songs.
There's one I
What
made
do you
water
mean?
level. I don't remember what it was called. It was water level or something, but it goes boom, 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 boom.
It's just that
boom,
over, yeah.
boom,
We
boom.
wanted to, he was in charge of the water level, and we had like some great ideas to be like the most piece of shit water level ever. Like just a 3-second loop song to drive the madness home.
There's no water physics. You don't swim. You're literally just diving into the
You're
depths
just
of hell.
falling in. There's like a fake checkpoint that you actually need.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It's this checkpoint. It says checkpoint right next to it, and if you touch it, it doesn't give you checkpoint at all.
It just spawns the knife.
Just spawns a knife.
I love how we're like, no, let's just talk about it vaguely. Now we're just giving away all these explicit things about certain levels.
Hey.
But as if they're gonna get through them.
That's true.
You have to come to Coppercast as well to see it,
to
or-
figure
I,
it out. Yeah.
I think it's fun though. I like it. I would like to get back into
Alright.
it, but
Yeah.
Parker, you had an idea for it was you. You had the idea for a DLC called Perpetual Headache.
Perpetual Headache.
It was
DLC
literally just
where
making the
it's
levels
literally just making it
slightly
a full
longer.
game. It would make like all of the levels longer. It would add some new levels in there. It would we would actually maybe make some animations here and there.
Can we talk about the presentation that we had to give to freaking like we were like doing a Shark Tank thing. It's like, all right, here's our game, and we made a PowerPoint for it so we could present it to the entire class. And holy crap, that one for some reason we
I'm
got
gonna
the.
see if I have that on my drive on my phone.
Oh,
you have the trailer on your channel.
there's the funniest. Okay, the funniest slide is there's just a picture of Bubsy from Bubsy 3D
yeah.
staring
Just
at you.
had him stare. We were
having a field day with that.
Our teacher loved us but hated us at the same time because, like, he knew we had this big passion and we wanted to be here and make those games. But at the same time, here we are just adding random JPEGs to everything. That
We had a passion
have
for
no
making people angry.
Yeah, we had a passion. We
They had no-
literally
nothing
like
to
all of our
add.
classes we were in. We had a passion for shit posting. That's why he both loved us and hated us.
It's like, why is there a picture of Bubsy here? No reason. All right, bye. Next slide.
We had that ad. We did like that thing with the audio for McDonald's. We wanted to add random Knuckles audio.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? I wasn't in many classes with
Oh, dude, that was so good.
Is that Matt?
Yes. Yeah, we originally had it. Is that Knuckles? I'm gay.
I'm gay.
And our teacher wouldn't approve of that.
We couldn't even find the file for I'm gay.
Dude, I searched so long to find it. But by the time I
need
found
to-
it, we had to do something else.
I need to put the audio file in Discord for you.
Oh gosh.
We had a little too much fun in a lot of that.
And then it ended way too quickly.
Yeah.
That section of school.
He wouldn't let, that teacher was fine, but he wouldn't let me do funny things, and he always put me with the same person in one of my audio classes, and every single time I was like, okay, you're good at making audio, do this, and I just sit there and make the audio.
Immediately after that, I had to do freaking HTML coding.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but
I like it.
still, it's kind of tedious.
At least you didn't get stuck with the kid who didn't know how to do it, and you had to make an entire website by yourself, and then your team got docked points because you did what you could do, but that was it.
What do you mean? I didn't have a
I'm
team, it
salty.
was just me.
Lucky.
I did all of it myself.
Yeah, I was.
And I
put into a
forgot
team.
every single thing that I learned in that. Because I know I'm never going to code a website.
I'm actually gonna buy a domain pretty soon here, and then code a website for it. It's not gonna be very good.
For your thing or what?
No.
No.
Rainbow?
My manager, I asked for his address, and he's like, oh yeah, no, go to this address, and he just said myass.com. And I said, okay, I said myass.com.com, right? And he's like, yeah. And I realized no one owns that website domain. I can buy it.
I'm scared for what you're gonna put.
It's just gonna be a JPEG of
So
a
wait.
water droplet.
Wait, if you buy a domain, can you change the URL or no?
No.
No? Dang.
No.
Dang. Dude,
Never
imagine...
bought a domain, so I can't tell.
You have to, I think it has to be monetizable for you to actually
Dang.
change the domain name.
Go to a freaking website called myass.com and it's just like a regular website.
myass.com.com. I redirect.
It just redirects you to a regular show 24-hour stream.
Redirects
Hey,
to
Mordecai!
the McDonald's website.
Oh gosh. I'm running out of ideas now.
You're running out of ideas. What a baby.
What a baby. You said you had ideas.
I was gonna just talk about food.
Alright, anyway.
I had an idea.
You really
Parker,
want food right
you
now.
had a burrito curse after that burrito episode.
I got sick. There we
And,
go.
and you know what's funny is I named that episode Curse of the Midday Burrito.
I think we talked about this
before-
already.
No, we didn't.
In episode 1? Or no?
No. We said it was the Curse
Oh,
of the
yeah.
Midday Burrito, and I named it that
No,
just
we
because
talked about it. We didn't talk about it in the episode.
just because you had a burrito, I just named it that.
I had a breakfast burrito on a season 2 episode 12.
I named it unknowingly that you would have problems with it earlier. So
Yeah,
Predicted.
I
I
got,
cursed you.
I got sick a couple days after that burrito.
So yeah, there you go.
Dude, was it just like a regular sickness, or was it food poisoning?
No, it was just like
Food poisoning
it was-
blows.
It was just I ate too much food.
Anyway,
No.
I was up
Oh.
there at my dorm and when we recorded that. So anyway, speaking of my dorm, segue again. Good segue.
Subway?
I want to eat.
Bro,
I haven't eaten.
Hey, speaking of
since-
food
You
again.
really need to start getting better eating habits,
No,
my guy.
shush,
I am
shush.
concerned about your freaking
The
well-being.
last time I ate was probably a little over 24 hours ago at this point.
Yeah, I know. And the last time
Stop
before
starving
that,
yourself.
all you had
Yeah.
was like a freaking soda, a gummy piece of candy, and like a 2-week-old chicken sandwich.
Shush.
Ew.
Actually, that was the last thing I ate. That
Yeah,
lunch break.
I know.
Why would you eat
And then
that?
I got off work, and then I went camping and ate some Funyuns, and then
It's
the
like the
Funyuns were no
Chernobyl
more.
where you
And that
eat
was,
freaking rotten
and then here we
turkey
are at
sandwich.
like 6 in the afternoon.
All right, bro. I've got pizza at my place. I will give you some.
So anyway, speaking of food, I did not have good food at my dorm because I did not know which food to buy at the store was good at all. I would buy all these freaking like ready to go, like pop in the microwave, like TV dinners and like
why would you do that to yourself?
macaroni and stuff.
I mean,
Because,
it's
you know,
the cheapest option.
It's
That is
college.
true.
So once I got sick of that, I had like a couple of weeks where I wasted so much money doing this. I would go to fast food restaurants, but the problem is college town. All of these students that work there, because it's a college town, of course there's going to be students working at the fast food places. They have to close early, And I'm pretty sure they charge more than regular because it's a
Probably.
college town.
Why do you even have a dorm then?
Because I thought it would be in person up there for a little bit because they let me
Oh.
live there. But yeah, I talked about that earlier in the last
That
one.
doesn't make sense for your college. It was like they shut down all in-person classes.
They
I
did
think,
give me a
2
discount
weeks.
on my housing.
Yeah,
but
that was really weird.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks in, they took away all of the in-person classes, but they didn't say, all right, there is no sense to having dorms anymore.
they should have just said, all right, if you want to refund your dorm, you can buy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that makes them
saying,
lose-
no,
But
But
here's a
that
discount,
was, they
that
did
have
that,
to
but
still
like
pay it.
halfway through.
Yeah, that means they would lose money, and colleges aren't about
No.
that unless they're legally forced to.
It's nice up there, but it's just so creepy when everyone's not there.
You're
There's
like,
no
am I
one
just about to
outside.
get mugged?
I've had experiences up there because of sleep deprivation and mild. I don't know if it was schizophrenia or something, but I've talked about it on the last episode. But anyway, there was one time where I ordered Burger King on the app because
Burger
you get deals and stuff because I want a Whopper for some reason. And they had an option for chicken fries as well. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get chicken fries. And I went to the store to get it, and they said, sorry, we have no chicken fries. What do you want? And I'm
What
like,
do you want?
and I was like, chicken nuggets, because I thought they were asking me, what do you want to replace the chicken fries with? And I said, chicken nuggets, and they just gave me chicken nuggets, no Whopper, and I paid for the Whopper and the chicken fries on the app. And I got so pissed, I was like, alright, you know what, I'm just gonna go to another freaking Burger King. And turns out that they were closing at like 8 p.m. What the crap? Why would you close a Burger King at 8 p.m.?
It's confusing. Almost
Utah.
as confusing as the Costa Vida up the road that closes on
So I went
Monday
to
through
some
Wednesday
other
at 8.
place called Culver's, and it's not that good still.
Yeah, I think the reasonable time to close. for
Way
the
too
rest of
long-
fast food is
way-
like 9.
9:30.
The only thing that's
10.
good is their ice cream. Way too long to get your food out because they make it fresh every single time, but
It's a family recipe.
it's not that good. And to be honest, over that entire couple of weeks, I got sick of fast food, so I don't go out and eat fast food anymore that much, which is good.
Yeah,
So I don't spend money.
it saves you money. With okay.
I don't know what it is about the Big Mac. Whenever I taste a Big Mac, it just tastes like
It
gross now.
tastes like $2 worth of food, but
It
you pay
tastes
so
like-
much for it.
it tastes like cardboard with meat on it.
I mean, that's really what you're paying for. That's why I don't like getting the Big Macs. I'll just get like
But even then, the
Two
meat
double
also tastes like
cheeseburgers.
The
cardboard.
dollar
or
items
like
are much
like just a
better.
few dollar items because no matter what, you're just getting cardboard.
Mhm.
You might as well just get the cheap option.
That's why
Well, if I'm
I
up for spending more money, I'll just go somewhere else.
mostly I'd probably go and get like a chicken nuggets because chicken nuggets all the time they're good. I don't care.
Yeah, I can agree.
You can literally dip them in like 5 gallons of sauce, and
It just tastes like
There
the
you go.
sauce, yeah.
and the sauce is good. So
The sauce is good.
epic.
And it's not even real meat, so
Fast
you're not
food
going to get food
debacle.
poisoning.
Foodgate 2021 has been commenced.
What's your guys' favorite fast food then, huh?
Oh, my favorite fast? Oh, actually, I think about this.
I don't know, dude. I just told you that I don't like fast food anymore.
Well, if you had to have a pick a place, where would you most want to go?
Taco Bell because it's the most different from all the other ones.
In terms of, like,
Quality.
They're
the
Mexican.
American
They're
Mexican.
Mexican
Mexican.
food, quote
In
unquote.
quotes.
But the rest is just like burgers and fries and stuff, and I don't like that much.
Yeah.
For some reason now, because I've had too many burgers and fries. I had burger and fries withdrawal because I was addicted to them, and now I hate them. It's
Mod
disgusting.
Pizza is probably my favorite. The place is
Mod Pizza's
hella
good.
good.
I would like it more if the option. I don't know. I guess I don't order at Mod. I don't order good enough. My ordering is bad.
You gotta get all the good stuff on there. You gotta get the oregano, basil. You gotta get like a pesto drizzle. Pesto drizzle is amazing.
Are you guys
Yeah,
busy
yeah.
after this? Maybe we could go and get some stuff.
I need
Uh,
food.
I'll go with you
desperately
guys,
need
but
food.
I just had a half a pizza before getting here,
Maybe
and
we
I'm
can go
actually
grab some food.
feeling sick of food. But I'll go
Alright.
with you guys. Yeah, I went to a Bear, his work pizza.
Sorry,
yeah.
you saying
But
that reminded me of a thing that. So you and me were in psychology class together for the first semester.
Dude, I can't believe we weren't in the same semester second half. That was the
It was so
boringest
bad.
class ever.
All the people I was with, I just was
Anyway.
so confused about because they weren't like in my friend group. But I somehow warm up to them. But at the same time, it's just like, this isn't the same. This isn't the real Peter. This isn't
the real me. These are just a bunch of fake me's.
So the teacher one day gave us a like survival like tier list thing, and we were like number 1 Little Caesars, and this is how, and we were like, all right, here we go. We're on a desert island, and you were like, no, this desert island is named Gamerville, and this is where Gamerville came to be. And we're like, the only thing on Gamerville is Desert Island and a Little Caesars.
Oh yeah, then we like upgraded it to where it was just this super long strip of nothing but Little Caesars that sold water.
And that's evolved.
It
Just some Mexican restaurants
problem
that
is-
also only
Yeah,
sold
and then
problem
it was
is
like the
you're-
first half was all Little
you're on a
Caesars, the
desert
second half was
island.
all Taco Bell. It was a desert island road
You're on a
U-turn.
desert island. You don't have money. You don't have anybody working there. It's just a building and an island, dude.
helicopter enforced speed limit of 5 miles an hour.
Also, I'd be questioning how the crap did the Little Caesars get on that island?
But
Did they
anyway,
airdrop it from a freaking AC-130?
back to that other place, the other pizza place, that Bear Works.
Yeah.
That pizza is hella good. Like,
It's under it was the pizza that one of our schools served, our junior high, I guess. They served that pizza place, and it's good pizza. I need to have it
it's
again. 'Cause
fine.
it's been 5 years.
Pizza-
we could visit him right now from 102 Bear. He'd probably give us a discount, but I just had the pepperoni lover. Oh man, it is some
Pizza
fine
has
pizza.
a point where it becomes way too greasy. Because, you
Well,
know,
that's like it's like any other
Yeah.
food. Any other food can become too greasy.
I know, but like, sometimes our high school would give out this pizza that was just,
It was just a slab of
it was
grease.
just
Oh,
liquidy.
Yeah.
I
And you
would
always-
always dab it down and then use a fork and knife.
You would
to eat it.
100% have to have
I'd
down
eat it
fork.
with fork and knife too because I'm a freaking weirdo, but also I don't, I don't want grease all over my fingers and face.
I'm a little bit of a.
Especially since I was
don't like
breaking
grease
out
or, like,
disgustingly
moistness on my
at that
hands.
time.
I'm
still
fine with
am.
all that stuff. I'll just go in.
I don't. If I'm eating ribs, I'm going all in. But if I'm eating wings, I'm going all in. But if I'm eating pizza, the best bet I got a napkin under there.
Anything, if I eat anything, if I can eat it with just hands, I'll probably do that.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Name that fly.
Frank.
I hate you.
All right, Frank.
I hate you, Frank.
The fuck, dude?
He's been flying around being the most
Yeah,
annoying piece of crap.
he's listening in.
Hey, Frank, what do you have to say in this podcast?
Okay, he's not contributing. Kill him.
All right, absolutely destroy him and mangle him. Rip his legs off before you kill him. So he can
Operation
suffer.
Frank Slaughter.
Have you ever all right, speaking of bugs, have you ever taken bugs and put them in a jar and then watched them fight?
The
and
fuck?
then you
Yeah.
felt like you were God. It's like, yes!
What the hell did you guys do as a kid? What the
I
hell?
didn't do that.
I didn't do that. I was just trying to see who the psychopath in the room was.
I sometimes will hold my dog's faces close to each other and get mad. That's just the two
I'll
of them.
sometimes just sit there and watch my cats fight, but
Mm.
I say fight, but it's more quotation marks. It's just the asshole one swatting at the other one, and when the other one finally fights back, the main initiative one runs away like a coward. Guerrilla warfare. My cats know it.
I never got the concept of a flea circus. I don't know what that is.
It's a
Why?
circus of fleas.
Yeah, but you can't see them. They're too small.
That's the point.
Yeah.
What are they
That's the
doing?
point. They're
You won't know.
They're doing flea magic.
They're doing some really cool stuff, dude. Next time, bring a
They're-
Episode
telescope.
of Jimmy Neutron where
They're building
Q
all those
Neutron
flea-
accidentally drops all the fleas on the floor. Starts
They're-
itching.
They're building all those flea markets down there.
You buy fleas at a flea market.
At a flea market, you buy several items, but it's
Like fleas.
It's built
And that concludes this wacky joke about.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna stop the podcast right there.
That concludes this episode.
There's
of the
nothing.
Coppercast.
There's nothing to talk about.
Oh,
So
it's
Yeah.
fine.
I guess we could be
We've
done
been
soon.
doing it for a while. It's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can go consume, and Peter can watch us
Wait a
consume.
minute, no, Peter. You were in band class in junior high, right? Or no?
And
Yeah, with Mr.
Yeah, I was
His
in.
face.
I took 4 years of band. Yeah.
Okay. You're in
All
the
of
same
junior
class
high
as me,
and high
right?
school. There was only one band class, so probably.
Okay. Well,
God,
there
I
was
missed that class with
one
Josue,
time.
dude.
One
Oh,
time
man.
in the previous class beforehand, I was given candy, and the teacher saw me eating it, and it happened to be a certain brand of Nerds candy, and I was eating it, like pretending to wipe it on my face and stuff, and you could obviously tell that I was eating candy, like I was thinking to be sneaky, and the teacher was like, come on, don't be sneaky about it. I know you're eating candy. And then I looked at him and said, they're nerds. Like, that would help.
You idiot, they're
nerds. Want
nerds.
some? He just like pour them all on the floor and watch them scatter.
Just
Yeah,
dumps them on the floor.
And some idiot kid is like in the corner was like, they're nerds, huh? And oh gosh, I don't like talking about this, man. And he's like, and he was like, all right, go Carter, go to the freaking fountain and wash your mouth out. It's gonna freaking destroy your instrument. I'm glad I don't play the instruments anymore because
I liked the junior high class, but when you get into band in high school, it becomes less of a hobby and more of like they consider it like a profession. Yeah. Like I played clarinet and bass clarinet for fun, you know, like I enjoyed doing it and I like to be able to play music and learn new things. But in high school, they were preparing you to be like U.S. Navy band, playing and that stuff. Like there was no time for slip up, no fun. We were going we did like some full-fledged things where like we would have to record in front of like an audience and stuff, like not just in the school but like an actual audience somewhere else and stuff. And like that's why I left first year, because it became a profession rather than just a hobby.
All right, since the episode is almost over, I'm gonna do a ending hypothetical. Okay, this is a sequel to the SeaWorld hypothetical.
All right.
The dolphins have returned. No, the whales and dolphins have returned. They're taking over the surface world. You have 2 hours to get ready. What do you do?
I get my can of anti-dolphin spray, my can of anti-whale spray, and I'm ready to go.
I get a second 11-foot ladder.
They are in mech.
Damn it,
they're
that's
in
good.
mech suits and walkers, and they have massive guns. Okay, you can't just spray them away.
I get the I get a bunch of armadillos to make a giant piece of armor and curl up into a ball so all the bullets reflect back at them.
Armadillo. It's a Pokemon. No.
I grab one of the green square animals and my 2 11-foot ladders and I climb into the sky.
They can't reach me up here.
And then I slip on a dolphin and I kill myself. There you go. There we go. We're ending.
No, the dolphin was... There wasn't any dolphin. There was no sea life in that.
I tried to kick
I befriend the animals and they give me their weapons and I join their battalion.
And then you fight the humans.
Exactly. I know Parker's weakness to his 11-foot ladder. I can help him.
Peter condones the takeover of ocean on land.
Remember, if you're going to be violent, make sure it counts. Make sure the person you're being violent towards 100% deserves it, and then it's okay.
Okay, so you're saying that the entire human race deserves to be killed by dolphins and whales.
I mean, I'm not saying that specifically. I'm just saying if this hypothetical situation came to life, I would 100% be sabotaging the human race.
Oh, okay.
If this hypothetical were actually to become real, I would probably get 3 11-foot ladders.
Alright, let's say just hypothetically this happens. I would like to get into a political debate with the whales and dolphins to see who can come out on top.
And then the dolphin's like, oh, he do be spitting facts. And then he goes back into the water.
I form a peace treaty, but then invade their land a few hours later.
You invade their ocean, dude. They don't have land.
They have
That's
land on
the
the floor.
point.
At the bottom, there's land.
They don't walk, they swim.
There's oil at the bottom of that ocean.
There's oil? Oh no, the whole U.S. government be all up in that.
Exactly. It's all according to plan.
Alright, anyway, this has been Coppercast. Thank you for listening to Coppercast. I've been man who slips on a mouse and cracks his head. You've been...
Climbing.
You've been...
Falling.
Dolphin Leader Overlord.
I tried to climb his 11-foot ladder. It didn't go as planned.
I picked it up and put it up to climb again.
And I fell.
The whole scenario ends with us climbing Parker's ladder into space. And then
Into heaven. We're going to heaven.
I stacked them horizontally, not vertically.
Soon we're gonna be going to heaven
Bye.
one way or the other.
Say bye, everyone.
There eventually.
Say bye, everyone.
No.
Bye.
Alright, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And remember to share this with your friends and
I
family.
can see that, Carter. It's not recording.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just gotten that long, hasn't it? Oh.
Yes.
Oh, fun. Good luck getting through this.
Dumbass.